Hi, my name is Kelsey Kennedy. Today I will be discussing 5 Dynascape features that I learned how to utilize in Hort 120: model space, polylines, layers, figures, and plant labels. Model space is where the drawing happens. A template can be inserted before drawing. It is an aerial view of a landscape that can be traced over with line tools to quickly reproduce an image. Dynascape automatically selects a 1:1 scale when a drawing is created. This is important because using a 1:1 scale means that the drawing is being created using real-world measurements. To create a new drawing in Dynascape, the first step is to select a sheet size and print scale. This creates a frame in which a printable drawing can be created. Everything inside the frame will print, and nothing outside of the frame can be printed. In Dynascape, lines and polylines are used to create lines and shapes. Dynascape has both a polyline and a closed polyline tool. The polyline tool can be used to create lines with many points, while the closed polyline can be used to create lines or shapes. The closed polyline tool is especially versatile because the midpoints can be used to add and adjust arcs in the polyline. Grip edits allow the user to adjust points along a polyline or the midpoints between those points. They can be used to adjust lines and create smooth arcs or curvilinear lines. The closed polyline feature allows the user to create closed shapes with as many points as desired. When drawing a closed polyline, the final point needs to be right-clicked or the polyline will be erased. There is an issue with the graphics that prevents the hatching from working properly. The hatching function does not recognize features and thus places hatching over top of them when using the hatch function as intended. Drawing boundaries using a closed polyline around items like furniture and a second boundary inside the perimeter of the space solves the issue. Layers are used to visually organize a drawing. Dynascape provides its users with an extensive list of pre-made layers. The current layer is chosen by selecting one on this list. Layer colors are pre-assigned. However, the colors can be edited by clicking the Edit Active List button at the bottom of the list of layers. From there, the layer color or the out color can be changed. The colors listed in the left column are the colors visible in Dynascape, while the colors in the out column are the colors that will be printed. Although Dynascape automatically provides an extensive list of layers, sometimes additional custom layers are needed. Custom layers can be added by selecting the Edit Active List button at the bottom of the layers list. From there, the name of any layer can be edited. Figures are pre-drawn structures that Dynascape has built into its software. An example of a figure is the car featured in the picture on the left. Each of the pre-drawn figures included in Dynascape's Figure tab has an assigned layer that it is automatically added to. Dynascape has some interesting built-in features for adding figures. The easiest way to explain them is to walk through the process step by step. First, select a figure, then left-click on the drawing to place the figure. At this point, moving the cursor will rotate the image. Left-clicking will secure the rotation and move on to sizing the image. Once the sizing has been adjusted, left-clicking again will secure that size. Right-click to finish inserting the image. Plant labels are an industry-specific feature that allow the user to label plants in a drawing. Dynascape has an interesting feature that allows the plant labels that were inserted into the drawing to generate a plant list. This list is in table form and automatically includes the quantity, botanical name, and common name of each plant that was included in the drawing. A species name can be used to search Dynascape's extensive database to generate a list of varieties and cultivars. This list includes information like planting zones and flower color for each plant. It is a very useful tool for choosing plants to include in a drawing. After selecting a plant from the database, a plant label can be inserted into the plan. There are 2 ways to include the number of plants being labeled. First, you can manually count the number of plants and enter that number before inserting the label. Second, you can use the auto count feature to select a clumped group of plants and have Dynascape count the plants for you before inserting the label. Industry-specific software includes features that are only useful to a particular industry, whereas non-industry specific software has features that can be used in a wide range of industries. AutoCAD and Dynascape are similar in many ways. However, there are several key differences between the two. AutoCAD is not an industry-specific software, whereas Dynascape was created for use within the landscaping industry. This is the root of two key differences between the two softwares. Dynascape has a plant list function that is very useful for landscape professionals. Additionally, Dynascape also has pre-created landscape-specific figures. Other differences between the two include the fact that Dynascape only has a model space, whereas AutoCAD has both a model space and a paper space, one for drawing and one for printing. Dynascape's model space combines the two spaces. Another difference is that Dynascape automatically generates drawings in a 1-to-1 scale, whereas the scale must be adjusted and set in AutoCAD model space. To conclude, Dynascape has 5 key features: model space, polylines, layers, figures, and plant labels that can be used to create drawings. Model space can be used to create new drawings in a 1-to-1 scale that can be translated to real-world measurements, and to insert a template that can be traced over to quickly recreate drawings. Polylines and closed polylines are versatile tools that can be used to quickly add lines, shapes, arcs, or curvilinear lines. Dynascape has a list of pre-created layers that can be edited using the Edit Active List button. That button can also be used to create custom layer names or change layer colors. Figures are pre-drawn objects included in Dynascape that have pre-assigned layers. The plant labels feature is industry specific. Plant names can be selected from Dynascape's plant database and inserted as labels in a drawing. This feature can also be used to generate and insert a plant list into a drawing. Dynascape and AutoCAD are similar in many ways, but the key differences between the two are that Dynascape is specific to the landscaping industry, while AutoCAD is not specific to any one industry. That Dynascape includes a list of pre-created layers and figures, and that Dynascape has a feature to insert plant labels and plant lists. In short, I enjoyed learning to use some of Dynascape's features. I had a lot of fun looking through Dynascape's plant database and choosing which plants to include in my master plan. Thank you.